All right. Are you just having trouble pulling the quiz up, or?
No, so I have it up. Sorry, we can go on. I'm just
Oh, trying to get your Excel sheets up? Gotcha.
Yeah, so I know the first couple you don't need it, but it just keeps like blinking back to it. Like, you know how when you're trying to open something up, it keeps getting in the way. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it will pull up if I do this other thing. So my brain is more just trying to, yeah. Sorry, I'm just all over the place, really. But I'll ignore it. Okay. So question 3, the simple random sample was drawn from each population and it needs to be normally distributed. And the sample size does not need to be the same?
No.
And then as far as the two...
Is it the Z-score? Is the test statistic for, I don't know why that's so hard to say, for a hypothesis test comparing two means with independent samples?
T-score?
I thought it was a Z-score.
No,
I thought it was
your test statistic is your T-score.
Oh.
I thought. But...
Oh, yeah, see, it's one of those awesome, obvious questions. Okay, never mind. I'm with you.
But is it, because I know that a test is, that thingy, the test statistic is a T-score, but it doesn't change for a hypothesis test comparing two means, because in the chart thingy, a hypothesis test for two means with independent samples, the name of the distribution is a T-distribution, but same with paired data and sigma unknown and sigma known, that, or not sigma known, sorry. Sigma unknown and paired data, that's all T-distribution, and that's not an answer. So am I looking at the wrong place?
I thought that he talked about that in the video that I was watching, but I don't know.
Let me see something. I was just trying to relook at the reading. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I want to say it's the T-score, but if you saw that here in the video.
Oh, no. I think you're right. I do. I think it's one of those obvious questions that I look too hard at.
Remember our last group meeting quiz, and they asked us what the test score was, and we were like, what to put in there, and we put in our T-score.
Right. No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was T-score, but okay. And then for the next one, I said, knowing which subjects will be in group 1 tells you nothing about which subjects will be in group 2 because they're independent, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
And then for the next one, we do need those Excel sheets. I think it's pulled up. Yes. Or not. I'm so frustrated right now with my computer. It keeps blinking in and out whenever I try to open Excel.
I got 37.996.
Wait. Okay, it opened. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do that split screen thing so I can look at both at once, and it's not working. My computer's not letting me split the screen. I don't know what's going on today.
Tomorrow's Friday. That's a good thing, right?
Yes.
So while she's pulling that up, Ruth, did you put less than in the type of test?
Right.
I got a little confused on that.
Okay, like for I think so. Did you get a do this first? Computer.
What's that? Which one did you put it in? Did you put it in the paired sample t-test?
No, because they don't rely on each other. The information is independent, right? So if
is
you
that
put it in the sample t-test, it will try to give you the difference between the two. But for these, they're totally separate. So you'd put it in the two sample t-test, right?
Okay, because I was like, I'm not
Does that make sense? And is that right?
actually. Okay. And then in my type of test, I'm putting in less than because the alternative was less than. And then do we change the confidence level?
Oh, I forgot about that. I don't think it has a confidence level in it. No. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually 95 confidence level.
Right. I just leave the 95 in there unless it says otherwise.
Okay. So for your degrees of freedom, did you get 37.996?
Yep.
Yay! Okay, I'm caught up now.
Like sample, standard deviation. Yeah, and then Rexburg is your variable 2, and your standard deviation for that. Did you guys get 206.637?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
And the test statistic is at negative 0.434.
Yeah.
That's what I have. Yep.
Okay.
Yay, we're all getting the right answer or similar answers. I don't know if they're right yet, but they're all the same, so that's a good sign.
On them even if they're wrong.
P-value is 0.333.
Yep. I failed to reject it because it's huge.
1 second. I can't remember what the okay.
0. Oh, that's a typo. See, it's a good thing you guys keep track of me. Okay, well I would have goofed up both of those answers.
Okay, does not equal. So then we need to change this.
Your p-value changes to 0.6665.
But you,
Which is
you still reject the null, right?
Yeah, you
Or
still
fail
reject it,
to reject.
and it's like even bigger than what it was before.
Yeah.
And so you just have to say that we have insignificant evidence that the mean dentist bills between the two cities are different.
Okay, so wait. So if we reject the null, we have sufficient evidence or insufficient evidence?
Okay, when you
p-value is greater. Wait.
Yeah, when p-value is greater, you
fail to
fail
reject
to reject meaning it insignificant data. If the p-value is less than your significance value, then you reject your null hypothesis because the probability of it happening by chance is so little, because that's what your p-value is the probability of it happening by chance. And so when it happens so little is you know that it's actually something significant. And so that's when you know it's sufficient evidence, is when once you reject it.
Okay. So it's insufficient evidence that the mean dentist bill between the two cities is different?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I still cannot totally wrap my brain around that. But I'm working on it. But what you said is helpful. Thank you.
I like to think of it like, wait, first before I say my input. So we have insufficient evidence that the mean dentist bills between the two cities are different?
Yes.
Okay. So since that is right, now I can kind of say how I like to think of it because it makes it easier for me. When I think of fail to reject, I think it's a negative connotation. And so I always look, so if it's failed to reject, I always look for the insufficient because insufficient looks negative to me too.
Okay.
Fail, insufficient. And then basically, then I think, okay, we're failing to reject it. So it would be we were accepting the null, and the null is saying what's equal to. So we're basically saying we have insufficient funds for the alternative. That's why. So that's how I think of it. I don't know if that makes things more confusing, but it works for me.
Okay, say the last part again for me. Okay, so if you fail to reject, we have insufficient.
So for me, when I hear the words fail to reject, I think, okay, fail, negative, insufficient, negative.
Yep.
And then I think, and then I look on the flip side, positive. So failing to reject the null is the same as, well, in my mind, accepting it. So that means it is equal to. So then I like try to flip that in my mind. Okay, that means if we're failing to reject the null, that means we are rejecting the alternative. So we have insufficient evidence that the mean dentist bills between the two cities are different because the alternative is they're not equal to.
Okay. Okay. I think I see what you're saying.
So if we fail to reject the null, then we are rejecting the alternative.
Okay.
But we know that it's not C. We know it's not. We have sufficient evidence that the mean dentists between the two cities are the same, even though I would think those two are the same answer. But because failed to reject is a negative word, I look for the insufficient one. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll help you, but that's what helps me.
Okay, no, perfect. I just wrote that down. I will make it stick. Well, I worked on some of this by myself, but this is as far as I got.
Okay. One sec. Let me just finish.
Okay. For 12, I got not equal to.
That's what I got too.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And it's only because it's saying that you suspect that freshmen from Utah cook dinner for themselves a different number of times. It doesn't say a higher number or lower number, it's just a different.
Okay, so when you put that information in, then you just said the not equal to, right?
Yeah, I didn't put it in just yet, sorry. On mine, is your freshman dinner, it has a different, we've decided that it's okay if they have different sample sizes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, because they are. Okay.
Did you get your test statistic yet? If I say it slowly, I think I can say it.
I have a hard time saying it too. Not yet. For some reason, I'm still needing to delete the old numbers. In the past, whenever I put in a new thing, even if it's less numbers than what the old numbers were, it still like would override it. But for some reason, this time it didn't. So I don't know if it's something that I'm not doing right. Okay, but for my test statistic, I got 0.845. Is that what you guys got?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the p-value 0.411,
Yeah.
which means we fail to reject the null, right?
Yeah.
Remember what the levels of the 0.05. Yes, fail to reject it. So for the margin of error, all we have to do is find the difference between, one second. Oh wait, because it's asking for the difference, then we put it in the paired sample one, right?
That's what I was just wondering. Is that what we do?
I thought so. Now I'm just trying to do it. Put it in there.
The margin of error for, but we don't, but this isn't a paired. Well, I guess it would be, let's see. Oh, you're right.
Is it not right to put it in there? Wait, so then because it's not a paired, wait, dang it.
Yeah, because we're doing overall, right? So we don't have to do, nope, we don't have to do it in the paired. We can do it in the two sample, and it will still give us a 95% confidence level. Be greater than equals 2. Yeah, it'll still give it to us. I don't know.
So then do we do
Oh, I don't know.
variable 1 mean, take away variable 2 mean?
I'm not sure. I'm confused now.
$16.
And I just saw it in that video that I was watching.
Your confidence level. Your margin of error is your z-score times your standard deviation over the square root of n.
On my end, the computer was like breaking out, so I didn't really understand what you said. Sorry, Rue.
The margin of error is your z-score times your standard deviation divided, like the standard deviation over the square root of n times by z.
Oh, I remember that. Where's that one paper?
It's in lesson 10. It'll be in your lesson 10 notes. But because it's a 95% confidence level, your z-score will automatically be 1.96.
Okay, wait.
But what standard deviation do you use? Do you use the difference between 3.420 and 4.517? And then same with the sample size. Do you use the difference of that too? Because that would be 12. Take away 10, and that doesn't make any sense. What I did was I took variable 1 mean and variable 2 mean, and I did 1 minus 2. I did 16.667 minus 15.200, and I got 1.467. Then I found the difference between your confidence interval, the upper bound. I got 5.147, take away 1.467, and I got 3.68. Is that right?
I don't know.
I'm just reading, I'm just looking at reading on step 1.
Wait, Joel, what did you get?
6.8.
You got 6.8? I'm confused.
What?
What did you get for 16?
3.68.
Okay. Because when I did it, I tried typing it in and I got 3.201, but I got that wrong. And it says the answer in SPSS is slightly lower than in Excel. So the answer given is the average between the two results.
I don't know. I'm thinking it's 3.68.
Okay.
Well, when I put it over in the paired sample t-test.
Well, I put it in the 2 sample t-test, and then what I did was I took the 2 means and I subtracted them, and I got the 1.467, and then I did 5, so your upper bound 5.147, take away 1.467, and I got 3.68. But then just to test it, I did 1.467 take away 3.68, and I get my lower bound. So to me, that makes sense. That's what it is. If it's wrong, I'm sorry. But it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
If you want, I could turn mine in first to check.
No, it makes sense. Okay, so how did you work it out again? So
for interval 1 mean, I did that minus the interval 2 mean, and I got 1.467, and then I took my upper bound and subtracted my 1.467, and I got 3.68, and then just to test it, I went back to the 1.467 and I subtracted 3.68, and I got, okay, So the 3.68 is right, but
what?
but 17 and 18 I got wrong.
So
So it's not negative 2.214. Joel?
What?
For 17, did you get negative 2.214?
Yeah, and that's wrong.
Yeah. See, because when I first did it, I put it on the, I had it on the paired, because it was like, oh, it's subtraction, so it's like, maybe it's that. And so I got negative 1.694, but that's also wrong. So it's like, even if you use the paired sample test on Excel, you'll still get it wrong.
I clicked on feedback to see what it says. It says the answer in SPSS is slightly higher than in Excel. So the answer given is the average between the two results. Your result should be close to the answer shown. That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's saying that the answer that they have is slightly higher than Excel, but because it's the average result, your result should, like what you get, it should be really close to the answer shown in Excel, I think.
What's SPSS again?
I have no idea.
Because for question 18 it says the same thing. It says the answer in SPSS is slightly lower than in Excel.
Yeah, they say it for all of them. They'll say it's slightly higher or slightly lower.
well, then it probably counts for both answers to cover you. Do you know what I mean? So maybe if you're using both as the Excel and the whatever other spreadsheet, it's probably just informing you just so that you understand you're going to get two different answers. Maybe.
Oh, wait. Let me read that question again. Oh. Oh. What I don't understand is if 3.68 is right, then why is the confidence intervals, like the higher and lower bounds, not right? $1.467 plus I don't know.
Yeah, because when you add, like, the difference between the means is 1.467. When you add the margin of error for your upper quartile, you should get 5.147.
It really does add up. So there's something that doesn't make sense then. So is it negative 2.213?
So that's what you when I do it like through a calculator, but I don't. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Understand.
So I tried something to see what would happen. I was like, well, what would happen if I did variable one, the mean of variable one, and I added our margin of error, so our 3.68, I got 20.347. And then I did the same for the variable 2, and I got 18.88. So I took the variable 1 minus 18.88, and I still get 1.467. And then I tried it with the lower bounds of both, and I got 1.467. So I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either. So both of those are wrong. That 5.147 is wrong too. Is that what you said?
I don't know. Would the lower and upper bound both be 1.467?
Well, no, I thought that was the mean.
Yeah, I don't know. Because that was the variable 1 mean minus variable 2 mean. But that's what I'm also doing when I find the higher bound of variable 1 minus the higher bound of variable 2 is also 1.467. And then the lower bound. So I don't know. Part of me wants to just like accept this and like this grade, but the other part of me is like, no, but I want to understand for the test.
Totally. Okay. There's got to be something that makes sense. It's just not making sense today. Right? Not that that sounded like that made any sense at all. Well, the confidence interval, right, that doesn't make sense because you're basically stating you're 95% sure that the mean is somewhere in between negative 2.2 whatever and right and 5.147. So it can't be that high of a number in its 20s, right? Unless we're just coming up with the wrong answer altogether, but I can't imagine. It doesn't make sense.
I tried to do the feedback for question 16 as well, even though I got it right. And it says the same thing. The answer in SPSS is slightly lower than in Excel.
Wait.
Answer given is the average between the two results. Your result should be close to the answer shown. But no answer is shown.
It should be the okay.
I wonder if there's like I don't know. The test was written wrong and we should get this right.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not making sense.
Because this is what Excel is giving us. You know, how is it wrong if Excel is giving not equal to?
And even if we change that, it doesn't change our goal. It only changes the value.
Yeah, even if we change it to the greater than or less than, it doesn't change our confidence interval. I don't know.
Oh no, I got question 13 wrong. Did I do a typo?
What's
Maybe.
your for 13?
0.845?
It says you got the. Oh, I got 13 wrong too.
Yeah.
What?
What the heck is going on? Maybe that's our problem.
So our test statistic is off?
Hmm. Boy, I am just struggling. Okay, that's probably our trouble because no matter what, because our t-score is part of our confidence interval. So if we got our t-score wrong, our confidence interval is going to be wrong, right?
That's what I'm seeing. I didn't even realize that that one was wrong. Darn.
So did you get like 89% on yours?
What was that?
Did you get 89% on your test? Probably got all three wrong.
Well, I got a little bit less just because I didn't have time to finish the assignment. So I marked faults on the first question. So I got less than that. Yeah, it looks like we just got the bottom 2 and 13 wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand why we got it wrong, so that kind of stinks because it's like. Huh. Like, I don't. How are we supposed to retake the test if we don't even understand why we got it wrong?
Yeah, so I got an 89.47.
Yeah.
And that's my. Can't really take it again.
You can't take it again? Oh, you had to do it twice already?
Oh, yeah, because I turned one in before. Not before. but I turned one in while we were talking,
Right.
like, for the first one. Just to see, because I want to be confident when I do participate, you know? Be like, oh, I got this. And I like knowing if it's right or not, you know?
Mhm.
And so I did that and I got some wrong, but it's because I used the paired instead of like that. And so when you like I used like the pair and you guys used the two, we're able to tell that like no matter like which ones we used, both of them would be wrong. And so that kind of like wasn't that great. But then yeah, after like I just knew I don't know what I did wrong, and so that's where I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna turn it in. And so that was the second time.
I think when she comments saying any unanswered questions, I'll just be like, yeah, 13, 17, and 18.
Yeah, what the heck? See, they have.
I want to see if they have it where everyone else has. Oh, just kidding. She doesn't do that. As I say, I was like, for some of them, what some teachers do is they'll put like a little graph thing so you can see where like how everybody did on a certain test. So she doesn't have that up. So I was like, oh, well, maybe we can see what everybody else is getting on the group quiz, but there's no way to find out.
See, even in the Excel instructions, it tells us to do everything that we already did.
Mm-hmm.
Click on 2 sample t-tests, paste the data in the right, places, right?
Well, I do have to go, so it's not going to change like my test or anything, but if you guys could text the group chat to see if you guys do figure it out,
Yes,
because I would want to know what I did wrong.
definitely. Me too. So I
Yeah.
will definitely, if I figure out what in the world happened.
But yeah, thank you for helping, and like I'm a little like upset we didn't get to understand it all, but I think we did clear some. Well, I think you guys did help clear some stuff up for me, so I do say that this was a success.
Oh, good. Yes, it was definitely helpful for me too. I love this. I'm glad we do it because I'd be in trouble if not.
Well, I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Okay, and I wanted to say thank you guys for being consistent, like with times and stuff like that, because it's so nice.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Sorry I'm late some days.
I'm kidding, it's so
Just,
sweet.
yeah,
I have
today I didn't get out of work as early.
What
was that? Sorry.
This other group is like, oh, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. Well, we'll do it at 4:30, and then at 4:20 they email everybody. Can we do it at 9 p.m.? I'm like, no, I'm in bed. I'm up at 3. Are you serious?
Well, thank you for being consistent. I feel bad because sometimes I come home from work later and I'm like, ah.
Oh, no, I can handle 20 minutes. I'm good with that.
But I appreciate you being patient with me. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are great, and you guys helped me a ton, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for helping me a ton too. And yeah, I think I'll just ask our teacher about those questions. I'll be like, hey, we typed in what we saw in Excel and we still got it wrong. So
Good.
yeah.
So
If you can let me know when you post it, I'll like comment on it. Be like, yes, there is some unanswered questions because she usually asks. All right, thank you. Have a nice night.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.